I love a challenge. That's one thing about me. I love risky fights, and these are the fights that are gonna, push me and motivate me to train harder. Not many people would fight Zab Judah. If I get beat by Zab Judah, then where do I go? I have to go and fight for another world title. I have to build my way up again. Whereas Zab Judah, he's already made his name. I'm the only guy in this division fighting the best out there.
They say first impressions count. I tell you one thing, Amir Khan made a heck of an impression. When he started his US campaign, he fought his first fight at Madison Square Garden against Paulie Malignaggi, a very well-known name and fighter, and as a result, the ratings for that fight were very good, the TV ratings. He then went on from Madison Square Garden to Las Vegas, where he won against Marcos Maidana in what was voted by the US Boxing Writers Association as the fight of the year. I mean, from all of the fights, the hundreds of fights, here comes Amir Khan. And in his only second appearance in the United States, is already voted as fight of the year. Now, to follow that up, going back to Las Vegas and being one of those marquee names on the Las Vegas Strip, on the Las Vegas Boulevard, with Amir Khan coming back, fighting for a world championship unification bout against somebody where I have no question is as motivated as he can be and is as dangerous as he can be and is the most dangerous opponent Amir Khan has ever faced. But that is what is another step for Amir Khan up the ladder to superstardom here in the United States.
The winner by technical unanimous decision, and still WBA light champion of the world, from Bolton, England, Amir Khan.
When I had my first defeat against Prescott, I wanted to change a lot of things in training camp. So what I said is, I'm moving to America, getting away from all the distractions. As soon as I land here, I know it's work time for me. When I come to LA, I treat it like work. As soon as I come off the airplane, like I said, I know that this is it. No chilling out, strictly work and focusing on what I need to do, and I'm fight mode.
We can walk on Hollywood on the streets like normal people, whereas back in England, Bolton, if Amir's walking the street, he's guaranteed getting stopped just for a photograph or just to speak to him. Whereas here in LA, you won't get as much. So I think it's good to move over here and train here. It's out of the way, no distractions.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
That's starting to happen more and more in LA now?
Yeah, it happens a lot in LA, especially when you walk. Some people don't recognise me because they expect me to be a lot bigger than I am. I'm only a super lightweight, 140-pound fighter. I like to leave LA and keep LA as a workplace. But it's like a second home now. I've settled here. I know where the places are. I know how to drive over here and left-hand drive cars. I drive to the shopping mall. If I need anything, I go there, get it myself. Go for walks and stuff.
He's got a beautiful gym back in Bolton, which he built for the community, and he trains there as well if he's ever fighting in England. But there's too many distractions, you've got too many friends coming at the gym, people before you go to the gym, you've got something to do, someone to see. After the gym, you've got places to go. Over here is gym and back to the apartment. In the morning you're running, back to the apartment. back in the gym in the evening. So, you know, he's focused here, and he's got his coaches around him all the time here as well.
These are sacrifices you have to give, doing it. You know, I mean, if it was up to me, I mean, and if I think it was a good idea for me to train in England and live over there and have my training camp over there, then I would do it. But I think it's better for me to be over here, get away from all the distractions and focus over here, because you know, at home everyone knows who you are wherever you walk on the streets and everything, whereas here you don't get that. I mean, you're a normal person like everyone else.
WBA light welterweight champion of the world, Amir Khan, goes head-to-head with Zab Judah in his bid to unify the belts and capture the IBF world title. Saturday, 23rd of July, live and exclusive on Primetime. Witness the incredible.
Well, you know, we wanted Timothy Bradley to fight with. I mean, we wanted to fight him for the unification fight, and there would have been 3 world titles on the line, but he turned it down. I mean, in my eyes, he chickened out. Really, he didn't want to fight. I think he knew he would get beaten, and then where does it go from there? So then, you know, we turned the page over, and then we've got Zab Judah, who's another opponent who holds a world title. He holds the IBF title, and that's what we did. You know, we got Zab Judah. So we got him now, and he's a tough character. I mean, on Twitter, before the fight was announced, he was calling me out saying, "I want to fight you. I can knock you out." And I was like, "Who is this guy?" You know what I mean? So then I spoke to Golden Boy Promotions, and I told them that, look, I'm happy to take the fight on against Zab Judah. I mean, Zab Judah is a guy who not many people want to fight because he's very, very awkward and makes a lot of fighters look bad. But then I said, look, he called me out on Twitter, and I mean, there's a lot of fights that have been made on Twitter. It's funny because, I mean, the Paulie Malignaggi was one fight that was made on there, and the Zab Judah fight. But I mean, it's great to promote fights.
If these guys don't want to fight, you know, they might be edgy. I don't want to fight Amir, you never know. I want bigger fights out there. You know, I want to fight Pacquiao, I want to fight Mayweather, why not? And then when Amir's out there talking crap and calling them out and, you know, having little digs, they're like, you know, who is this guy? He's on a social network and he's calling me out. So you have to take the fight on. That's happening with McCloskey, Malignaggi, and now Zab Judah.
I think it's a great way, a great tool for promotion, Twitter, Facebook, any social media like that. Because a lot of fans, he uses it to communicate with fans. I'm out here, I end up taking pictures every day of how he's training, what the weather's like, where we're going to eat, you know. So literally the fans could turn around and think, hold on, we know exactly what he's up to, what he's doing. I personally think he's made 2 fights via Twitter. One was the first one in America, Paulie, and the second one was the Zab Judah fight. I think he pulled that. And we tried everything to get the Bradley fight, but I think Bradley didn't want to lose the 2 belts.
In the morning, you know, we do strength conditioning. The morning starts at 5 a.m. You get off, you're in your uncomfortable zone. You just have to push yourself. Your body's asleep, so when you do push yourself, it wakes your body up and everything. And like I said, you're in that uncomfortable zone. But with Alex, I mean, he puts you through a lot of hard training. I mean, the pace we have to go through and we have to put into the morning sessions are brutal.
Freddie Roach himself says, you know, fighting is 80% conditioning. You could have the best program, the best style, the best strategy, but if your conditioning is crap and you can't execute it, then it doesn't matter.
In Santa Monica, the steps are very hard. I mean, you got 200 steps going up, and then you run to the next steps, which is you go down and it's about 100 and I think it's about 150 going down. I mean, you don't want to fall from the top. Stay focused and hit every step perfectly. But that's all for lower body. So when you take a good shot, your legs are going to keep you standing. When you get in the later rounds and your legs start feeling tired, I mean, your legs are going to be strong. So we work on stuff like that. Everything we do is for the fight. I mean, purposely for the fight. And the steps are, you know, we do it single steps halfway, then double steps and your legs start burning. And because it's so early in the morning, like I said, it's a shock to your system. But this is what makes you a champion.
Amir is a person who says nothing and just does it. He doesn't get down on it, doesn't talk about it. He'll just go there, or he'll show up, he'll put his game face on. Doesn't matter if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. He shows up, raining, snowing, it doesn't matter. He shows up, puts his game face on, does it. Says he'll hate it after, but he does the work and he does it 100%. And that's very unusual.
Alex's job is to make sure I'm conditioned for the full 12-round distance, and to make sure when I go into that fight, I'm going to be ready, I'm going to be strong, and you know, and I'm going to be fit to go the full distance.
Boxing is the only sport in the world that we don't have timeouts, we don't have breaks, we don't have quarters. We can't just say